Okay, so today we're really going to dig into this whole idea of the restoration of the gospel.
Oh, yeah.
And
Big topic.
it's kind of crazy how much it's impacted things worldwide, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. It's
We've got two sources that we're going to kind of pull apart here.
okay.
One of them is pretty basic, just lays out some of the main ideas.
All right.
But the other one is a whole proclamation for a bicentennial.
Wow.
So that's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah.
How something that supposedly happened like over 200 years ago could have grown to such a huge scale.
Yeah, that's the real head scratcher, isn't it? Like this idea that something so important was just completely gone and then suddenly
Gee.
it's back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the source we're looking at, it doesn't just say, oh, hey, it's back.
Right.
It specifically says the fullness of the gospel is restored.
Right.
And that kind of implies that something was missing before, you know? Like what was missing? What was not full before?
Yeah, it wasn't just like they, patched it up.
Yeah.
It was like a complete, like a whole brand new thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
And our source is linking this directly to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which has, over 17 million members worldwide.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot.
And they're all working towards bringing people to Christ.
Right.
And also preparing for the second coming.
Those are some pretty big goals.
Those are some intertwined goals, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely intertwined. And, we need to really unpack both parts of that, I think.
Yeah.
When we say bringing people to Christ, what does that really mean?
Yeah.
Are we talking about conversion? Are we talking about service?
Yeah.
Are we talking about trying to change society to reflect specific values?
Yeah, good point.
And then the whole preparing for the second coming thing,
Yeah.
that delves into some pretty deep theological waters.
Right.
It gets into eschatology.
Yeah.
All those beliefs about the end times, which honestly, even within Christianity, there's a lot of different views on that.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Lots to unpack there.
yeah, so we've got this restored gospel specific to this church with all these goals.
Yeah.
And that's where our second source comes in.
Okay.
It's called the restoration of the fullness of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And it's a whole proclamation just for this bicentennial.
200 years is a long time for an idea to kind of stick around and grow like that.
That's true, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And, this proclamation, it was issued by President Russell M. Nelson and the other church leaders. And it's not just like a birthday party.
Yeah,
It's like they're laying down the law, restating their core beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a call to action for all the members.
Right.
And it's tagged with, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and related collections.
Oh, right.
It really shows you how central this whole event is to their identity as a church.
So, if this restoration is their whole foundation.
How has it actually, played out in the real world? I mean, we know they've got the numbers.
Right.
What about, the impact beyond just how many members they have?
Well, that's where it gets really interesting, right? Because this idea of this restored, complete gospel, it's the driving force behind their missionary work.
Makes sense.
All of their social programs.
Yeah.
Even how they engage in politics.
Oh, wow.
It's not just about, individual salvation for them. It's
Right.
about shaping the world that they believe Christ is going to return to.
Yeah, that brings us back to that question you brought up before about how this 200-year-old event could still be shaping things today.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
already had a big impact, but what about what comes next?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to think about.
Think about their growth rate, how much they focus on families and youth,
Yeah.
their global reach, and then how all of that intersects with everything that's going on in the world today.
Right.
Technology, climate change, geopolitics, all of it.
Wow.
The restored gospel, it's not just some static thing.
Right.
It's constantly interacting with the world.
Yeah.
And that interaction, that's going to keep changing and evolving.
Definitely something to think about, yeah.
A lot to think about.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I hope this got everyone's brains buzzing.
I hope so.
And, keep exploring, keep questioning, and
keep learning.
keep learning.
That's the important part.
Exactly. All
Okay.
right. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.